first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go. Hey, check nigga. Ready.
They begin the drive with Williams. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll set up to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit. This will may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This defense for the Broncos, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. The Chargers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A good play on the ground, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
Now a throw here, hauled in. Finding space at the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it?
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Allen! A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Gain of 15. First down, Denver.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Javonte Williams out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Williams. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd and 9. Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes
he rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes gets this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7.
Broncos 21, Chargers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Hamler on the out route. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At that 18-yard line.
Going red.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready. Watch it. 6.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Brandon McManus, the kickoff for Denver.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain.
Play action. It's Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And now here is another interception. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Crawford. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 20.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
First down, Denver.
97.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup at 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on second.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A field goal would give him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. The kick by McManus is good, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, 32 yards. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll run on first down. It's Burnett, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result.
So first and 10 now from the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Gives up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 13 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw here. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score. Broncos 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough day for them. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They're going to look to throw. Out to his left. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And now here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL,
and this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 56. Broncos 24.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Chargers take it
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Burnett. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down now, it's Burnett. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are